Wow. Now, this, people, is something I find absolutely hilarious. We have corporate slaves whining and crying, saying how top level Microsoft Xbox execs can't give them 10, 15 minutes of their time for an interview over YouTube. Think about that. Think about that. Top level Microsoft executives of the Xbox branch, people are upset that they can't give them 10 and 15 minutes over a YouTube interview on grounds of they've been fighting for Microsoft, they've been fighting for the Xbox, they've been fighting and defending against Sony and Nintendo. Are you people morons? Are you people idiots? I mean, these executives, this is exactly what they want you to do. They want you to be corporate slaves. They want you to be corporate cheerleaders. They want you to be fanboys. They want you to fight for their console, to defend it on YouTube, to defend it on forums, to fight against Sony fanboys, to fight against Nintendo fanboys. They want you to do their work for them. And you act like you're owed something for your free work, your loyal slavery, your loyal corporate slavery, as we call it. And why should you be rewarded? If anybody should be rewarded, it should be Phil Spencer and the rest of the suits up there that have tamed, dominated, and enslaved you clowns into acting like morons, into acting like little obedient puppets for them over the internet. I mean, you have people talking about how, oh, I'm disappointed. I mean, I'm changing the direction of my channel. I mean, you know, all these companies do is see us as a dollar sign, see us as just a unit, a number. No, really? You are 36 years old and you are just now understanding that to these companies, you are nothing. You are a nobody. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is the dollar. All they care about is their check. All they care about is the stock and the shareholders. And why should they care about you? Why? I mean, let's look at some of these comments here on the video. He has better things to do than be affiliated with a bunch of corporate slave goons. Exactly. Why should he step off of his throne to come down and mingle with you peasants? Let's move on. That sucks, bro. I'm surprised I didn't interview you. You and Crap Gamer are the true voices of the Xbox brand. And that is exactly why Phil Spencer probably doesn't want to associate with you people. I mean, really, you think he would want to acknowledge corporate slaves like you? You think he'd want to acknowledge morons like yourselves? Hell no. The biggest fanboy in Xbox history is butthurt because they won't grant you an interview. First off, ask yourself this: are you even taken seriously or looked at as a joke on YouTube? You make the entire community of gaming look like a bunch of losers every time you utter a word. I'm glad you got your reality check today because you're another wallet to these corporations, so put down your cheerleading pom poms and make a living by getting a real job. I mean, what else can you say? Why would people at the upper echelon of the Xbox branch lower themselves for an interview with people like you? You're not an angry Joe. You're not a boogie. You're not a cynical Brit. You're not anybody. You're a nothing. What corporate executive would join a podcast with a known drug peddler and a stay at home dad? No face loser who's clearly a racist at heart and the laughing hyena slow stopper. That's called career suicide. And rightfully so. Imagine what the other people around the Microsoft offices and the Microsoft branch would think if Phil Spencer took his time out of his day for an interview with a clown who talks about screwing people's grandmothers. I mean, really, let's be serious now. You said on Twitter today you are going to be fair and balanced from now on. What does that mean? You have been faking the whole time, and that is funny Because it seems like you have been faking the whole time, or you've been faking to, well, hell, we all know you're one of the most phony and fake people on this website, and we really don't need to go through all the entire laundry list of items and lies that you've accumulated on your time on YouTube. But bottom line is this: you're talking about playing a character and you're talking about being fair and balanced. I thought you were 100. You were the truth. You kept it 100. Now, if you kept it 100, wouldn't you have been fair and balanced from the start? I mean, I'm just saying. The butthurt is real in this video. Yeah, it is. Who would have ever thought that a man, a suit, an executive, not talking to a gamer would get them so hurt over things? You are unprofessional. The podcast is unorganized. Your body language is terrible. A lot of profanity. Your videos are extremely biased, even though you like the Xbox brand. The titles of your videos, the thumbnails of your videos, you have a lot of content about breaking dudes' jaws and meeting and fighting people in real. I know you're trying to change your image, but all this stuff is still on your channel and won't be forgotten. I also know that you joke about stuff, but don't seem to think about it that way. They see it as very unprofessional, you name call, don't keep it gaming, bashing, etc. And lastly, you have a small ass channel. Just looking at other gaming channels and how they carry themselves, look how organized some of those channels are. And if you say, oh, this is what sets me apart, then you obviously need to change, because what sets us apart is a reason why you didn't get the interview and probably won't get an interview with anyone big in the industry. Thank you. Thank you. In the real world, if you people didn't know, you have to be professional. You have to dress professional. You have to speak and talk professional. You have to present yourself as professional. And why the hell would anybody ever look at you as being professional? I have no idea. They don't want to talk to your dumbass because you have zero business etiquette. Why would Microsoft waste their time? Exactly. That's why Phil Spencer is not going to waste his time. The sulking is pretty pathetic. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, you're being a corporate slave, a corporate cheerleader for a company, and now you're getting upset because they don't want to talk to you? You're a grown ass man. Grow up. Wow, you're practically in tears here. Aaron Greenberg doesn't want to be your friend. Deal with it. I mean, truer words couldn't have been spoken. Reality set it. Wow, I can't even read your tweets. And if I can't read them, why would you expect Aaron Greenberg to be able to read them? And if he can't read them, why would he waste his time talking to you? I will translate for the people that don't speak Predator. Reality just set in. We are just another dollar sign of these companies, so no more free advertising from my channel. I will be fair and balanced. Well, first off, you should have been fair and balanced from the start. Second of all, you're 36. What do you mean reality just said it? You should know by now that corporations only see their consumers as a dollar. No calling it quits, but I will no longer be a fanboy for their product. I will have a balanced show. So you will be a fanboy in hopes of them giving you free games and interviews. I remember you were begging about how you didn't get any free items and free gifts before. So you will be a fanboy, so you'll get some kind of adoration and things like that. But because they won't recognize you, you quit. It's like I said before, people. There are those out there in the real world, corporate slaves and corporate cheerleaders, who have something missing in their lives. And to fill that void, they have to become a part of something. They have to want to be a part of something. In this guy's case, it was a gang. And later in life, when the gangland and the gang life was out of the way, he wanted to become a part of an Xbox group so he could feel like he was a part of something in the real. Pathetic. I mean, people, be yourself. Act yourself. Don't act like a fanboy. Don't act like an idiot because you think some guy in a suit at a corporation is going to pay you attention, give you free games, or talk to you. The fact that this man says that he will actually be sane and rational because he didn't get attention from another guy is hilarious. And remember, these are the people that want to call me, the white man's pet and a coon and all other kinds of stupidity and say that People say jump, and I reply how high. Now, these are the people that are pretty much crawling on their hands and knees, begging attention from the suits. And no offense, but like I said before, Phil Spencer ain't a brother. Phil Spencer ain't a black guy. Phil Spencer is pretty much as white as they come. So, once again, people, be you and stop being a slave for these corporations and stop licking these dudes' shoes. Stop kissing their feet only because they work at a corporation for a piece of plastic that you like.